Peace and pugilism, fight fanatics. This is Myron Magnus. We about to get into it. Breakdown, analyzation, part 1. Terrence Bud Crawford exposes the truth. Let's get it.
Yeah. Alright, so listen, y'all. I'm about to give it to y'all raw and uncut. You know, I started talking to Team Spence, I would say, and HAYMON and them about May, you know, right after his fight, you know, just going back and forth. You know, they sending me a proposal with the interest of a Spence and Crawford fight. We didn't get a contract until August, and you know, it was just kind of like a regular contract. You know, it wasn't nothing. It was initial proposal. It wasn't even a contract. It was a proposal, and Spence, Crawford, the intentions of us fighting. Okay, so we go.
Okay, let's pause. This sounds like a letter of intent. The same type of letter of intent that Devin Haney sent to Gary Russell Jr. Do y'all recall that? It's not a contract, it's a letter of intent to fight, with the outlines of the major bases on the contract within it. But it's not a contract to fight, it's an intent to fight. Let's keep going.
We going on the basically the negotiations of what a contract would look like before we actually got the actual contract. Al goes in to saying a guy that I don't know, never represented me, not affiliated with Team Crawford, have no whatsoever place in Team Crawford's, you know, stable, representing me in a contract which I have no nothing upon that I agreed to. So basically, that was a standpoint of what the contract would look like. So basically, I'm talking to Al, and I'm like, Al, come on, man, I don't even know this guy. You know, how can you do?
Okay, so this sounds like Al Haymon was bringing in another promotion company, okay, that would accumulate all the likeness of Terrence Bud Crawford. I wonder if this is TGB. So it sounds like Terrence Bud Crawford is signing another person's going to be assigned to his promotional side that he has no affiliation with, that would assume rights that's owed to Terrence Bud Crawford, but this shadow promotion would assume rights as if they are affiliated with Terrence Bud Crawford and get money off this fight that don't even have anything to do with Terrence Bud Crawford. So sound like this shadow promotion would be getting a piece of the pot, okay, for whatever reason, I don't know. And Terrence Bud Crawford was willing to go along with that. Now I want all of y'all to try to make that make sense. And I'm talking to the Spence defense team. Please try to make that make sense. What does Crawford look like allowing something like that to happen? Let's proceed.
He's like, well, the guy say that he's a part of your team and whatnot, and you know, we going back and forth, you know. I was a good dude, man. I was a, you know, charming guy, you know. He's a cool dude, you know. I kind of like talking to him, but at the same time, Spence is our guy. I'm not. So of course he's going to do what's best for, his fighter, his guy. That's like, any other manager slash advisor would do. He would do the best for his fighter. So, me and Al, we talks on the phone,
Like Al Heyman should, and like every good manager and advisor should. And Crawford is given that credit. Okay, we can tell. So let's keep on going.
I get advice from other guys in PBC. They tell me, be careful, make sure the deal is right. They tell me make sure you don't get fucked. Just normal things from guys that's in they stable that I'm friends with. I honestly can say I'm friends with. So, we going.
I wonder if that is Sean Porter and Adrian Broner. I don't mean to throw names out there, but I know I want to get the scoop for all of us. I want to put this puzzle together. I'm assuming if that is Sean Porter and Adrian Broner that told Terrence Bud Crawford that. Something we can discuss about later on, guys. Let's keep it moving.
On and on, and of course me and Al, we going back and forth about, the numbers. We not going back and forth about anything else. We just going back and forth about the numbers. All in all, I have 2 companies, that reach out to me.
That means they didn't even get past the negotiation about the money each fighter was going to make. That means they didn't get to ring size. They didn't even get to glove size. They didn't get to anything else evolving the fight itself. The actual fight. They didn't even get to that point. Everything was stalled just off the negotiations of the money for each fighter. Let's continue.
That, wanted to give me and Spence $25 million guaranteed. $25 million guaranteed up front. So a real guy like myself, I call Spence. Hey bro, look, listen, you know what I mean? I got this company that's willing to give us $25 million a piece, guaranteed. What's up? What you gonna do? He like, 25 million, what about the back end? I'm like, dude, listen. If they make their money back, then we get 80-20. You know what I mean? It's simple math. I said, man, we got people still in the fight. They got the fire sticks. He laughed. He like, man, I got a fire stick too. I'm like, see? I'm like, man, ain't nobody really buying, pay-per-views no more. I said, man, we get this upfront money and we good. It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? But one thing about me and the different.
This blows everything out the water that black fight fans said that Bud Crawford doesn't have business acumen. And let me ask you all one question. A young man like Terrence Bud Crawford, who lives in the same town, I want y'all to think about this, right? I want you to grab hold of this thought, of this fact. Bud Crawford lives in the same town as one of the top 3, 1, 2, 4, 5 richest men in all the world. You know who that is? Warren Buffett. And Terrence Bud Crawford has a relationship with Warren Buffett. You mean to convince me that this young man here has not picked the brain of one of the richest financial gurus in history, in the world today, about finances and money and business? Make that make sense. I want the Spence defense team to try to explain this to y'all, okay? And I want you all to share and recommend this video of me telling them you're out of your fucking mind if you think he hasn't. Let's continue.
I would say the difference between me and the difference between Spence is I'm really my own boss now, and he's not. He got to go through Al. He got to go through, his team and ask him if he can do certain things that I don't have to no more. Yeah, I might have had to when I was with Top Rank because I was signed to Top Rank and they was my promotional company. So of course I had to go to Top Rank and ask them to get me this fight or do this for me or do that for me because I was obligated to do certain things by their standard because I was signed to them. But now that I'm a free agent and I'm free to do whatever I want, I'm the one sitting at the table. I'm the one that's talking directly to these high individuals. Errol Spence.
And y'all are butthurt about this truth right here. You all are butthurt. The Spence defense team is getting their face wiped, okay? With a napkin straight off of Terrence Bud Crawford's ass right now. This is good.
It's not talking to, Terrence Crawford about the fight. Errol Spence wasn't at the table. Errol Spence can't tell you or show you a contract.
Ooh, I know y'all got that bitter beer fucking face right now. Damn.
That, says Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, that he was there on the negotiations of. He can't do it. So he had to go back and ask Al for permission, if he can, take this big chunk of lump sum of money to fight Terrence Crawford.
The promoter had to go ask the advisor, can I please take this $25 million? Al Heyman says, no, you cannot, Spence. Sorry, buddy.
He didn't call me back, so I proposed it to Al. I hit up Al. I'm like, Al, listen, man, I got this big hedge fund company out here. They claim they know you. Not one, but two. Not one, but two. Two companies willing to put
hedge fund companies. Warren Buffett owns hedge fund companies. Warren Buffett owns hedge fund companies. I'm not saying that's who is proposing this deal to Crawford and Spence, but I do recall Warren Buffett being in the locker room of Floyd Mayweather's fight. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember Floyd Mayweather had Warren Buffett on an all-access episode? So if he met Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in all the world for the last freaking 30, 40 years, okay? If he's met Floyd Mayweather, you think he ain't met and associated with Al Heyman? Ooh. Oh my God. Yo, we are solving this joint as we go, champ. Yo, I guarantee you one of the two is Warren Buffett. Actually, Warren Buffett owns two hedge funds. And I want one of you to figure it out, okay? And put it in the comment section. I know the name of the two, but I want to see if you two know. Let's continue.
20 plus million in both of our pockets, guaranteed. Al told me straight up, I'm not letting nobody touch this fight. Like, all right, cool. But I'm like, why? He like, why would you want to put a ceiling on yourself? Why you want to put a cap on yourself? I'm like, well, that's not putting a cap on myself. If this company is taking a risk, then, you know, risk, high risk, you know what I mean, high reward. If that's the case, you know, I can't seem to see a fight that's been doing millions, you know, since Floyd and them. So, you know, that was...
Okay, I'm going to finish the last point because I don't want to draw this video out too long. Understand this. If Terrence Bud Crawford is estimated worth $9 million and Errol Spence Jr.'s estimated worth is $8 million, they're going to get, okay, guaranteed $25 million apiece for this fight. After you take off the percentage, which Terrence Bud Crawford is taking off less now, if you take off the percentage for the corner, take out the percentage for the lawyers, whatever, say he's taking 70%. Out of that 70% of 25,000 is what? People? 16 million, okay? Take taxes from that, which is about 40%. So let's say he's taking on 10 grand. So in this fight, if he's worth 9 million, Spence worth 8, they both will double their worth. At the least, double their worth, okay, in one fight. Now tell me that's not good business. That's all I have to say. This is Myron Magnus. Peace and pugilism.